Welcome everyone, I'm the JiveGoblin. Today we are playing Banished, and I love Banished. I played this game a ton back when it came out a few months ago, earlier this year, or late last year, whenever it was around that time, I don't remember. But I played it a bunch then. I haven't played it for a long time, and I figured with my Age of Wonders series wrapping up, or getting ready to wrap up, now is a perfect time to jump back in this game, and we'll do a series in it. So Banished, if you don't know, it's a simulation game. I don't really know how to quantify it, how to explain it. But you're a group of survivors, and I think the story is you're banished from your community or whatever, so you're kicked out. And you go out into the wilderness and you have to survive. And that's the point of the game. So this is our starting area on the map. Which actually, it looks like a really good starting area because we have access to the river right here. Excuse me. You have access to the river right here for trade routes. So you can set up trading. Boats will come down and you can trade goods and whatnot with them. Looks like we have some decent resources around here. And we're set on valleys, and I have it set on medium. I used to play on hard, and I tried playing on hard, and I just got obliterated because I don't really, I'm not in the groove of things. So what I always do at the beginning of every game is I come down here to Tools and Reports, and I open, first thing I open is Assign Jobs Citizens. I open this screen here. And then I come over here, show general statistics about the town. I open that, and these screens you can move wherever you want. I keep the jobs there, and I put these statistics right underneath it here, and I will go over them in just a second. And then I normally come and I open up the map, and I put the map over here. And they have a couple other options. It shows you the pass, the citizens take. You can increase priority of work being done in an area. You know, there's other options here. But let's go up here and look at this. So we have 10 people, 10 adults, and 7 children. That's what we start with. And we also start with a storage barn and a little stockpile of goods here. So your adults are what you who you tell to go do stuff. So we have 10 people, and everyone just starts as a general laborer. So laborers perform easy work such as clearing areas and moving produced goods to storage. And then what you can do is you can assign them to other tasks. So what we're going to do, we're going to assign 4 builders, and we're going to keep 6 laborers to start. And what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. And down here are different tabs of different stuff you can do. So we can build houses and all that. We're going to start off by getting some of our essential production things set up first. So first we're going to come down, we're going to get a woodcutter, and let's sit the woodcutter right next to the storage barn there. And then we're also going to build a blacksmith, and let's put the blacksmith right next to the woodcutter. So we have a blacksmith and a woodcutter being built. Our storage barn's there. And then let's go ahead and we can come to this tab here, and we can choose to remove all resources, just trees, just stone, just iron. We're going to take all resources, and we're going to clear out this little section area here. So we have all that stuff's going to be cleared out. They're going to start building them. We also want to work on food. We want to get some food stuff set up. I like to always start with a fishing dock. So we're going to come down here, maybe like straight down right here. And we'll put a fishing dock right down here on the river, like so. And then let's get some gatherers. Well, do we have any seeds? Can we see that? Oh, I guess I didn't explain this tab here fully. So this tab shows you what season you're in. We're currently in early spring. Shows you the weather, and then it shows you your stockpiles of the vital items. So we have quite a bit of food. We have some firewood, some logs, some stone, some iron. We have tools and coats to start with. And this tells you the average healthier citizens and the average happiness, which all that stuff's nice. Let's see, can we find out if we have any seeds? Let's open up log of events, general statistics. I don't see anything. So we're just going to assume we don't have seeds. We have a bunch of potatoes. I'm going to start off assuming we don't have seeds. So what we're going to want to do is let's find a good spot. I think we have our fisherman's hut here. I think we can probably maybe build a road right over here. And we'll keep this area here for our area that we're not really going to industrialize too much. I guess that's the thing. That's the word. Yeah. We'll go with that area there. So we're going to go... So with resource production, we're going to set up a forester's lodge right out here. And everything within this yellow circle, this is the area of the building. And what the forester's lodge does is he plants trees and he chops down trees. So he's going to keep this area down here forested. It's probably not the best location for it, but it's what we're going to do. So let's actually... Second thought, that's probably a really bad location for it. So let's put the Forester's Lodge right here. And then right next to it, we're going to put a Gatherer's Hut. So we can use the R key to rotate the buildings around. Let's get them facing the same way, lined up right next to each other. And now let's get some roads put down, connecting all of this. So we'll have a road going from there, those out there to this fishing dock, and then we'll go from the fishing dock up to our stockpile and across the front of all those buildings. And this is actually quite a lot to queue up right away. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we'll find out. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the spacebar to unpause, and we'll crank up the speed and watch them go to work. Now you see these little bubbles again above all of our people. That's telling us their needs. They all need houses. We haven't built any houses, which I'm aware of. That's our next step once we get all of this taken care of. So they're going to go to work, build in the woodcutter. The woodcutter's built up. They're going to go to work getting this blacksmith done. Which they're almost there. They're going to need more iron. Iron and stone is low. So let's go ahead. We'll collect iron. And do we have any iron around? Right there's some iron. So we'll collect that iron and stone. Let's go ahead and collect this stone here. Right like that. Okay, so they finished a blacksmith. They finished a woodcutter. What are they working on now? Are they working on this? Not quite yet. Are they coming out here to these? Not yet. Okay. So once they get these three things built, then we're going to get some houses plopped down for them to live in. So it's recommending we have 9 builders. Oh, a bunch of our children came of age already, so we're already up to 13 people. So let's go ahead. We'll have 6 laborers and 7 builders. Get these buildings built up really quick. Get them finished. So fisherman dock's done. Get them out here on these. And as you can see if you click on the thing, it shows you like they need to remove 3 things from the area. They need 32 logs, they need 12 stone, and then they need to come and work on it a bunch. It shows you what they need. So storage for log, stone, and iron is near capacity. So our stockpile is almost full. So what we might want to do is let's pause the game. We'll come down here to the stockpile, and we'll just make that a little bigger. Well, we technically made a separate stockpile, but you know. So they can come throw all their stuff on here. So did they finish these buildings? Just about. So these buildings are almost done. I'm going to go ahead and start queuing up some houses. And this is how you're really going to expand your people. What you want to be careful with is that you can produce enough food to feed everyone, which is typically my problem. I have a problem of expanding way too fast and I can't feed everyone. People starve. So, I believe, looks like we probably have, I think Medium said you start with 5 families. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build 6 houses. So that's, 5 for the starting 5, and then 1 extra house. Just to give us a little bit of expansion room. We'll go like that, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put a road down on this side. We'll let them work on that. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the amount of builders down to 4. And we have the fisherman's hut built already, so we're going to go ahead and max out the fishermen. We're going to max out the gatherers. Actually, I'm going to go down to 3 and 2. So production, building, and all that's going to slow down quite a bit. But I want to get the food underway. So we're going to max out our fishermen and our gatherers, which are our 2 sources of food right now. Which they're still building, fairly fast. I mean, we do have the speed cranked way up. So stone is low. Do we have enough stone for all of these? We do. So we have enough stone to finish all of our buildings, which is nice. What we're going to want, we're going to want a lot more stone. We're going to want to upgrade this road, especially this one right here and the one out here to stone roads, because stone roads allow them to move much, much faster. So firewood's low, food is low. Holy crap, we went through food way fast. Okay, so we have our food production maxed out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to assign a woodcutter. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to tell, excuse me, I'm going to tell the woodcutter to keep 200 firewood. So whenever we get up, he'll do it until he has 200. Once we hit 200, then he'll stop working. And this is going to bug me. We need to come down here. And we need to add another row of stockpile right here. But it won't let us. Yep, it won't. That's annoying. Can we extend it out? Like that. And then like that. Okay. So we have a bunch of stockpile area there just for the sake of symmetry. Trying to say symmetry. So I'll unpause. Hopefully we get this food situation under control. And hopefully we don't starve through the winter. We need firewood. We need lots of firewood. We have people that are cold already. So I'm going to go ahead. We're in the winter. I'm going to start clearing this stuff here out. And hopefully we survive the winter. I'm not going to have production of blacksmith quite yet because we still have 22 tools. But that is something we're going to have to keep in mind and do soon. So it looks like our food is, you know, fairly on track. We need to get the firewood back on track. And we come out here. So we have a bunch of deer around too. It might be beneficial to start a hunter's lodge. So we're just waiting for winter to pass pretty much at this point. So I'm going to let them finish gathering all this stuff here and clearing all of this out. Yeah, it looks like our food situation's okay for the time being. We're up to 15 adults and 7 children. And they're doing a pretty good job. They're doing good work. It looks like we got the firewood on track, which is good. And so I'm going to come out here and I'm going to tell them to clear out the stone in this area and the iron. That way, that gives them more room to plant trees. And we're going to go ahead and assign 2 of our laborers as foresters so that they can start working on giving us a regular income of wood and keeping these trees planted in this area out here, keeping it nice and purty. So we have 3 builders, which we can actually go down to 1 builder because we don't have anything queued up right now. I like to always try and keep at least 1 builder. That way, when I queue something up, someone's at least going to do the job right away. Because when there's no jobs, like there's nothing for the builder to do, he will work as a laborer. Okay, so this symbol here means we've hit the firewood storage limit. So we have 200 firewood in reserve. All of our houses are probably filled up. I don't see any cold. So that's a good thing. Our food's going back up, which is another good thing. So we'll go ahead and we'll throw someone over as a blacksmith and we'll come in here. Yeah, let's tell him to keep 150 tools around. Because once we build the trading post, that's probably going to be our main source of revenue, is being able to trade tools. So we'll keep that up right like that. And just for the sake of it, because I really don't know if we have it or not, I'm going to throw down a crop field. I'm going to put it right here in town. Too large. I think it's 15 by 15 is the max. So we're going to put down a crop field. We'll put our roads around it. Just make it look all nice. So they just need to remove one thing. We have 1 builder. He'll come over and do that soon enough right there. Bam. Okay. Oh, we actually do. We have a couple seeds. We have pumpkin and squash. So let's go ahead. We'll throw a pumpkin field. And then let's, on the other side over here, let's do another crop field. 15 by 15. And we'll put squash over here. And that's going to be a better source of food for us. And we might actually be able to get rid of the gatherer. I didn't know if we would start with seeds or not. So we have 4 laborers and a builder. Let the builder come over and remove these 10 things that are in the way. They've already removed 1. And then I think what we're probably going to do, we're going to go down to 2 gatherers, and we're going to max out our farmers. That leaves us with 1 builder and 2 laborers. And then over here, so what do we have here? We have pumpkin there. So we'll put squash over here. Oh, I accidentally closed that by habit. Okay. So we have pumpkin and squash. And ideally what we want to do is we want to max out our farmers, because that'll bring, you know, to maximum, our maximum thing here. So I think we're actually going to go down to 1 forester, and we'll go to 6 farmers. We'll have 1 laborer, 1 builder, 6 farmers, 2 gatherers, 4 fishermen. We could actually probably go down to, whoa, that was the wrong one. Let's go down to 2 fishermen. So we'll keep 8 farmers, 2 gatherers, 2 fishermen. So that's 12 people working on our food. That should be plenty. We should actually probably be getting a surplus of food here soon. We got our blacksmith cranking away on tools, which we have 123 iron. The wood is going to be the issue, but over time we do have a forester out here, and I closed it again. It's just habit, that's all it is. Reserve of food is low. That's because we switched over to everyone farming, and we're not going to bring in food till next year. Hopefully we have enough food to make it through this winter, and then next year we should start producing pumpkins and squash. So the farmers aren't going to do anything during the winter. They're going to revert to laborers during the winter. So what we can do is, while we're in winter, we can take advantage of that and start some more jobs. Let's clear out these resources right here. Right like so. Keep a nice stockpile of resources on hand. It looks like we're probably going to be okay for the winter, food-wise. We still have plenty of firewood. You know, our woodcutter's keeping us supplied with firewood. And we're going to wait out the winter. Everything seems to be going fairly smoothly right now. Doesn't mean it will be in the future, but right now it seems to be going pretty well. And what we can actually do is, we have 251 stone, so we can actually go ahead and probably upgrade our road to a stone road. That takes 37 to go there, and then it's another 72. So that's 100 and some. We'll get the stone roads built there. Keep them nice and busy through the winter. Okay, reserve of food is low. Yeah. Hopefully we'll still be alright. Late winter, we're getting into spring. As long as we can keep that going until we, get our yields from these, we should be alright. So we're into early spring. We survived the winter. Like I said, we're doing fairly well right now, which is definitely a good thing. We have 17 adults, 7 children. We're going to want to start expanding our population soon, but we need to get the food on track. Reserve of food is low. Reserve of food is low. Yep. so you can see them planting. And if you have like an early winter coming, or you don't have enough workers and they haven't harvested by winter, you can manually harvest. Or if you're at a severe food shortage and you need food fast, you can tell them to go harvest what they can right now. It's definitely not something you want to do unless you're like in an emergency situation. Okay. So we have pumpkins and squash getting ready to grow. We are really low on food, so hopefully we can pull through until we get those crops. So we've hit our tool limit, we've hit our wood limit, or our firewood limit. So we're at our tool limit, our firewood limit. Seems like we've kind of stabilized on food at time. We are in early summer, and this is actually a pretty good start. I'm pretty happy with how things are going so far. Hopefully we can continue the success, because I'm going to put a cut in here. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you come back for the next episode, where hopefully we continue to grow and we'll get like a trading post built, and we'll start doing some of that cool mechanic stuff with the trading post. So I hope to see you guys back here, and I'll catch you on the flip side.